Okay, so the next point is very important point. Membrane lipids are unique. Where we find the membrane lipids? We find them in the cell surface membrane. So the cell surface membranes of archaeans, they have the lipid molecules which are unique, the phospholipid molecules which are unique. And how they are unique? That they are actually not matching with bacteria domain or eukarya domain. So how they are unique? They are unique in the sense that the hydrocarbon tails of the lipid molecules, phospholipid molecules, are actually branched, whereas in eukarya, in eukarya and bacteria, the hydrocarbon tails are unbranched. So in this way, the membrane lipid characteristic feature of archaeans is not matching with bacteria, and even it's not matching with eukarya. Next point is cell wall. Now, what they are made up of? Cell walls are always present like bacteria, but do not contain peptidoglycans, unlike bacteria. You saw that the cell walls of bacteria, they were made up of peptidoglycan carbohydrates, but cell walls of archaeans, they are not made up of peptidoglycans. Rather, they are made up of certain other carbohydrates. Cell divide by binary fission. This is the characteristic feature again, which is matching with bacteria, and there is no mitosis even in archaea. And usually they exist as single cells or sometimes as group of cells as well. So this was all about archaeans. Okay, now is the last domain, and it is eukarya or eukaryotes, mainly plants and animal cells. We discuss in this. We also discuss prototists and fungi as well. So there are four main kingdoms which we discuss under eukaryotes. So let us discuss eukaryotes. Eukaryotes are the living organisms where the cells have a well-defined nucleus. So they contain nucleus and they do have membrane-bound organelles. All the membrane-bound organelles are present like mitochondria, chloroplast, Golgi body, endoplasmic reticulum, etc. DNA in the nucleus is arranged as linear chromosomes. Very important point. You saw that in case of bacteria and archaea, the chromosome was not linear; it was circular. But in eukaryotes, the chromosome is linear. It means the DNA is not joined end to end. It's not a loop. It's rather linear. The ends are free, and histone proteins are present. Proteins are mainly responsible for the highly condensation or packaging of the DNA molecule in a very tiny, very tiny nucleus of eukaryotic cells. So histone proteins basically they're responsible for packaging. So this you should understand very well. Ribosomes, they are bigger in size, they are ATS, and they are present in the cytosol or cytoplasm. They are larger than in prokaryotes. Chloroplast and mitochondria have 70S. Okay, as you know, eukaryotic cells have the membrane-bound organelles like chloroplast and mitochondria. Chloroplast and mitochondria have their own ribosomes, but those ribosomes are not ATS. Those ribosomes are 70S. So just to remember that. So the ribosomes which are found in the cytosol or main cytoplasm, they are bigger in size. We call them ATS. S is the Swedberg unit, which is actually telling us the size of the ribosome. And chloroplast and mitochondria of the eukaryotic cells have their own ribosome, and that ribosome is smaller in size, like bacteria, and that is 70S. Chloroplast and mitochondrial DNA is circular. Okay, now chloroplast and mitochondria, they also do have their own DNA, amazingly. they also have their own DNA, and that DNA is circular. That's not like a main DNA which is found in the nucleus of the eukaryotic cell. So chloroplast DNA and mitochondrial DNA is circular, and it is just like prokaryotic DNA because it is circular. It's a loop. It's not a linear DNA. Then you can see a great diversity of forms in eukaryotic organisms, like they can be unicellular, they can be colonial, like in the form of colonies they can exist, and they can be multicellular organisms like plant and animal cells. So if you talk about unicellular organisms, for example, and colony forms, you can find many prototists, etc., and fungi even. So cell division is by mitosis, and cell walls are present in the cells of some eukaryotes. And when we say some eukaryotes, definitely we mean that it will be present in plant cells and it will be present in fungi also. Many different ways of reproducing are there. The cells can reproduce, the organisms rather can produce asexually, and they can also produce sexually. So asexually means without using the gametes, and sexually means the gametes are used, in which the fertilization takes place, and then the zygote is made. And that's it for the main features or characteristic features of the three domains of the living organisms: archaea, bacteria, and eukarya. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much.